Hey everybody, today is October 6, 2022, and here is the next update to the pepper series. Today we are going to pick some peppers because my parents want some. Usually they just ask for the white Thai, so that is probably the few peppers that I would be picking. So all of those in there, that's what they want. And a few of the other Thai varieties and stuff like that. And so they are not interested in the super hots. They don't like the flavor, and it's probably too hot for them anyway. So here we have my Stargazer, guys. This plant is just amazing. Pots everywhere. I eat like 1 or 2 a day, and just that much. You'll never be able to use all of them because they have so many peppers and they just keep coming out with more. Flowers are still forming right here, and amazingly our temperature is still very hot. So we have a very long season. I think people in the north, they're starting to the season's starting to end, but for us I think we may have another month or so. So that is good because I need all of these plants to change color. So we have a few pods. So if you see pods like this, there's some that are red and some that are green. So if you pick the red, it speeds up the process of the next one. So the next green will come as soon as you pick that these color ones. So that's a little trick. And we have some. These are my favorite. I'm waiting for these to be ready because I'm gonna carve faces for Halloween. These are my Gangster peach pumpkins. I love those things. They're pretty tasty, low heat, but they are really nice looking, and I love the orange color. See, here's white Thai, some more of them. And one of my favorite variety this year is the white Thai crossed with the Omni color, and it's starting to show the different variations or the different colors and stuff like that. So it looks very interesting. I love this plant. Tastes pretty good, very spicy too. And here's the other one that is the parent plant to this, and it's starting to put more pods out. I already picked one. A few months ago they produced not so much, but I picked most of them off, and now it's starting to come back with more pods. And here's another one. This is my I think one of the Linzo crosses. It might be the Niwaki. And I love growing them in these little 1 gallon right here because I can just pick it up like that and just move it around. And even then, let's see, there's still lots and lots of pods right here on here. So I use a few of these a week, and so there's just so many of them. And look at this beautiful one here. This is the Starr Scream, or I think it's a Starr Scream. Yes, it is a Starr Scream. It's a different variation of the Starr Scream. Usually they're smooth, but this is the one where I selectively grown plants that produce this same shapes and stuff like that. So I get a different variation of that. Lemon Starburst right here, not doing too well. I think these are sweet Linzos here. Look at that. They have a little heat, but they taste pretty good. And we have some. This is my orange flame, and they are starting to change color. I saw a few that changed already, but let's see. I don't know where they are. Oh, there it is right here. See, there's the orange one there. So it's starting to change. But these are pretty nice looking plants, and they do produce a lot. It's hard to see because the pods kind of blend in with the leaves, and they kind of hang over like this. So sometimes it's hard to see until you lift them up. See? So they are pretty productive. Very interesting pods. And here is the mystery plant. I ate one the other day. Man, it's actually pretty good. Really nice and crunchy. Medium heat. Very few seeds, which is I really like. And I just love the crunchiness and the flavor on it. Okay, some habaneros here. The habaneros are starting to change color. Habanero, sorry, I keep saying that wrong. Habanero, here we go. So these habaneros are orange, and they're starting to change color right here. So that's perfect time because the season is coming to an end pretty soon. So as soon as they become orange, I'm gonna wait until there's more of them. That way I can make some hot sauce and powder at the same time. Okay, and here is one of the linzo crosses. These things are really productive. Look at all those pods right here. So they started to change color, and so they look very nice. So I'm picking these for my parents as well. Okay, and these are the chocolate factory. I forgot, these are red, so I need to come up with a name for those. But yeah, they are really productive. Look at these guys. Lots of pods. So when you pick them, they come back because of the flowers. They keep producing more flowers, and so when you harvest a lot of them, then a lot more will grow, so that you get these peppers like throughout the season. So that's what I've been doing. I picked a bunch of them to use, and then they just produce more. And these plants, they don't seem to mind the heat very much. So we get crazy summer this year, and they still produce just fine. So the rest of the plants are the same. So I'm probably gonna come back in another week or so and then give another update. So let's go ahead and harvest some peppers right now. Okay, here's what we have harvested so far. I have a few more plants that I'm going to harvest from, and I wanted to show you guys something. So you see how white these peppers are? So the trick to getting really white pods for the KS white Thai is that if you grow them in a spot where it gets a little shade. So if it gets like afternoon shades, like right now, you see the sun is right over here, and then here this plant is completely shaded, and then it also has a kind of shade from the other plants above it. And when that happens, the pods are like super white, you see. And when it gets sun, it'll get this purple tint to them, and it also has a different white color. So to get them really white, shade is a good way to get them this color. You see here? So they're very beautiful. Okay, today is October 12th, 2022, and we are going to pick some more peppers. Today we are picking habanero, and I'll highlight a few special plants, show you how beautiful they are. Then we're going to wrap up for this video. So the habaneros are just starting to ripen, and they are looking great. I need some for hot sauce today, so I'm picking a bunch. These are some of my favorites. They're just such great peppers, and again, as I mentioned, they're very productive. So as I pick them, the greener ones are gonna ripen up. So the process will continue for the next few weeks. So I will be getting lots of habanero to use, and at the same time, my persimmons are ready. Actually, they could still take another week or so, but the squirrels have been coming around eating all my fruits, so I have to pick them before they get to them. And here is my orange flames. The orange flames are starting to turn color, so let me see if I can find a few. See, here they're just starting to change, but I found a few. I think it's over there. Yeah, down there it's starting to change color. So these are really neat peppers. I really like them because you see, they taste good, they look great, they're easy to grow, and they're very pretty too. Highly productive if you give them a lot of space to spread out. So let's see, there's some down here. See that? So it should take another week or so before these will start to change. The temperature is dropping now, so that's a good sort of like signal for these plants to start changing colors. So usually by this time in the fall, they just know to automatically change color. So they gotta speed up and get some peppers coming. Okay guys, here is my special one here, and this is the Stargazer, and I love this variety. I grow it every season because they're just so productive. They taste great. Believe it or not, they're very, very sweet. So as soon as you take a bite into these peppers, you're gonna taste the sweetness, and then the heat will start to kick in. But they're really nice and sweet for some reason, and that is one reason I like them. They're tasty. They look like, you know, sort of like the larger Thai varieties, but they have a Chinese flavor, which is very, very interesting. So yeah, I grow a bunch of these every year. Actually, one plant is all I need, but I always grow multiple because just in case they have different variations. So here is another one here. I just picked a few pods off today to eat, and you see there's some peppers in there. This plant actually has larger fruit, and you may be wondering what this plant is here. This is my lemongrass. So for the past few years I have been testing lemongrass growing right next to my pepper plants to deter the pests, like the bugs and stuff like that. So far it seems like it's working. I just can't confirm, but the lemongrass has a very unique strong smell that the bugs don't like, and so if you grow it next to your pepper plants, I think it will reduce the chances or deter the bugs at least. And so most of the plants that I grow next to it don't get any bugs. But the bad thing about lemongrass is you have to be very careful. The leaves can be very, very sharp, so it can cut you if you know, kind of walk by it quickly and rub against it really fast. Look at that, guys. Stargazers everywhere. Love this variety. And one of the cooler ones that I have here is these Super Pekins. These tiny little Scotch bonnet. So I crossed it. You see that, like these bonnet shape. So they're really cool. So originally I crossed these a few years ago using the Super Pekin with my I think Starr Hornet, which is also a Scotch bonnet cross. And so yeah, they have these little cute bonnet shape looking peppers. They're also very spicy, but they're really neat. Okay, so my last plant I want to show off is the this is called the Starlight. That's what I named it. So basically it's the omnicolor crossed with my white Thai, and you see all the different colors right there. They're really cool. Tastes very good, and it's very spicy too, but they look very ornamental. You see all the different variations, or the colors, I mean. You know, you get some purple here, you get some kind of like light yellow, orange, red. So yeah, they're very cool peppers. They can grow enormous, but this is grown in a gallon bucket, so that's why it's not very big. So here is the bigger one. This one is grown in a 5-gallon container, and so the more space you give the plant, the bigger it will get. So this thing can get enormous. See, here's the pod right here, and I picked all of the other ones off already, so these are starting brand new. So pretty soon it's gonna look just like that. So anyway guys, that is all for this update. I have a lot of peppers to pick pretty soon, so I may do another update maybe in a few weeks. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.